Hello. Welcome to Diversus channel. In this video, we have prepared the incredible story of Attila's life. He was the most cruel person who killed millions of people. I hope you like this video. History has never forgotten names like him. After Attila entered European lands, he created an empire that stretched from one end of the continent to the other. Please stay with us until the end of the video. To get other undiscovered secrets, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you. Early life. Attila the Hun was born in 434 AD, the son of a ruler of the Hunnic Empire, a powerful kingdom located in what is now Hungary. Attila's early life was filled with violence, as he was exposed to bloodshed and war at a very young age. He was trained in battle from an early age, honing his skills until he was ready to take the throne at the age of 20. Attila was renowned for his ferocity and cunning in battle, which earned him the nickname the Scourge of God. He was said to have had a short temper and would often execute people who angered him. He also had a close relationship with his brother Bleda, who served as his co-ruler. Together, they led a successful campaign of conquest and expansion that brought them much wealth and power. Rise to power. Attila the Hun was a powerful ruler who rose to power in 434 CE. He was born in the modern-day Hungary and became the leader of the Huns, a nomadic tribe from Central Asia. Attila had a vision of creating a vast empire, stretching from Eastern Europe all the way to the Mediterranean Sea. He used his powerful armies and superior tactics to unite the Huns, Turks, and other nomadic tribes under one banner. At first, Attila and his followers mainly raided neighboring lands for loot and resources. However, by 447 CE, he was ready to launch his conquest of the Roman Empire. He led an army of nearly 500,000 men and set out to pillage the lands of Rome. His forces were so strong that they succeeded in plundering multiple cities before they were finally defeated in 451 CE. Though Attila was ultimately unsuccessful in conquering the Roman Empire, he still managed to gain a considerable amount of wealth and power during his reign. He extended his domain even further through strategic alliances with other nomadic peoples, such as the Alans and the Goths. By the time of his death in 453 CE, Attila had established himself as one of the most powerful rulers in Europe. Reign of Terror. The reign of Attila the Hun was characterized by a fierce and unrelenting reign of terror. He and his armies invaded and pillaged the lands of the Roman Empire, and those of the other tribes of Europe, in an attempt to bring them under his rule. Attila's success in battle and his refusal to negotiate led to much bloodshed and destruction. In his attempt to conquer Europe, Attila would march into towns, sacking and burning them. He imposed heavy taxes on those who remained in conquered towns, forcing them to pay tribute to him or suffer the consequences. Attila is remembered for his brutality, especially against those he viewed as enemies. He employed a scorched earth policy which destroyed or damaged any area that did not yield to his demands. He was also known for taking prisoners of war and having them executed for failing to bow to his demands. Reports indicate that during his reign of terror, Attila and his army killed hundreds of thousands of people, including civilians, soldiers, clergymen, and anyone else who resisted him. Despite his cruel methods, Attila was surprisingly lenient with certain peoples who accepted his authority. He would sometimes forgive tribute or make allowances for those who humbly submitted to his rule. Attila also encouraged intermarriage between different ethnicities and religious groups, although this policy was short-lived after his death. Attila the Hun died in 453 AD at the age of approximately 47. The exact circumstances of his death remain a mystery. Some sources say he died of a nosebleed while feasting, while others claim he was assassinated by his own sons. Regardless of the cause, Attila's death marked the end of his reign of terror and the beginning of the dissolution of the Hunnic Empire. His sons, Alak and Deniz, divided his territories amongst themselves, but without Attila's leadership, their rule proved to be weak and ineffective. The empire quickly collapsed in the years following Attila's death, allowing for other empires to rise in power and control. Though Attila may have passed away centuries ago, his legacy lives on. He is remembered as a powerful ruler and a merciless conqueror whose name has become synonymous with death and destruction. Legacy. Attila the Hun's legacy is one of power and terror. His reign of terror lasted for decades, and his tactics are still studied today by scholars and military strategists. Attila's name is still synonymous with cruelty and brutality, as well as his ability to unify disparate groups of people under a single banner. His skills at warfare and diplomacy made him one of the most powerful men in history, and even after his death, his legacy has remained strong. Attila's legacy has been romanticized in various forms of media, including movies and television shows. He has also been depicted in artwork, literature, and music. In some ways, Attila is seen as an icon of power and ruthlessness, while in other ways he is seen as a symbol of ambition and leadership. His life has inspired many works of fiction, including the popular novel The Scourge of God. The legacy of Attila the Hun will live on for many years to come. He will remain a symbol of power, strength, and fear for centuries.